I want to congratulate you on HitMonkey. It's a fun, visceral look at vengeance and friendship.
Oh, yes, it is. Absolutely. That's a great way to summarize it. It's better than I could have done.
Oh, well, when you first heard the premise of HitMonkey, what did you think?
I I was like, really? No, I mean, it's I'd heard about the comic before, and I never had a chance to read the comic, but reading the sides and all of that, I was genuinely taken aback by how sort of how quickly it drew me in. It's just the humor, just the action, all that stuff on that page was just so vivid, and I was like, how are they going to execute this? How is this going to actually come together? And then you go through production, you record, and then it comes out, and it's more than you could have ever imagined. It's actually pretty incredible.
Now, your character of Detective Ito, right? He's an unreliable character, yet we trust him, right? Describe this Detective Ito to us.
Oh, well, I don't know if he's unreliable, but that's a good way to put him. I still take it a little personally since he and I are. But he's definitely a salty individual. He has a little bit of perhaps an imbibing problem. Right. So he doesn't really take care of his health very much, but I do think he cares about his police work. So, in terms of, his professionalism, despite all the sort of checkered stuff that surrounds him, I think at the core, he really does care about, being a good detective and solving the cases that he's on. And then with the introduction of his new partner, I think that that also opens up something in him to actually care about another person, which was part of the reason why I love him so much.
Well, I also like the dynamics between Detective Ito and our HitMonkey, right? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh, yes. Well, HitMonkey, I think this showcases Ito's instincts and how good they are, because I think he's one of the first to really look at what HitMonkey's doing on the show and thinking, oh, you know what, maybe this guy isn't so bad. Maybe he is not, the sort of criminal that other people are trying to paint him out to be. And I think that that connection there, I think that there's definitely something similar about them that he can recognize that. So it was fun to sort of play on that.
So you are an artist and a director yourself, right? With the Leviathan Chronicles. Yes. What did you learn from making HitMonkey?
Ooh, HitMonkey was just kind of like this incredible culmination of all the 10 years that I spent on Leviathan as a podcast, as a director on that show, and as a co-writer on certain things, and of course I did act on it as well, which helped me sort of hone my approach to the microphone. But getting to the microphone on a Marvel show, yeah, it was I had to sort of go into denial, because if I really let it in, I don't think I would have been that good on the show. Not to say that I'm great, I'm just saying that, but for myself, I think that being able to sort of just take the show as it is and really just connect to the other vocal performances and connect to Josh and Will, the creators, and also Neil, the director, and just listen to what they were telling me and what their concepts were, and then translating that in my own performance. That was only possible because I took it at face value.
So, Mr. Nobi, I've looked at your social media. I've looked at some of your websites. I mean, I want to thank you for inspiring diversity with everything you do. Oh, but how has joining Marvel's HitMonkey helped the cause?
How does it help the cause? I think that any material that focuses on people of color helps the cause. I know that there's always going to be missteps, right? And I'm not talking about this show. This show I think is really incredible. I can tell you why. But we're always going to find things that why did we do this, or why do we do that? But I think that anything that we do to advance our sort of visibility is really important. That being said, this show in particular, what was so great about it, even though a lot of some people might point out that the creators are not Japanese American or Japanese, but they always listened. They were always thoughtful, and they were always thinking about down from just like the just the imagery and the atmosphere to the performances and the accents, we were always talking and discussing, like, where do we go? Why are we choosing this kind of accent as opposed to that kind of accent? And regionality of Japan really came into it. They really did understand that Japan is a chain of islands, and within those chain of islands are even, smaller communities and regions that, everyone has their own history and their own accents in those areas. And bringing that to the table, it added even more to, I think, just the performances and the understanding of the world.
Well, along that lines too, right? With Marvel, with Eternals or Shang-Chi. I mean, now they're leading the fight on that, I think, and showcasing representation. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I love the fact that we're on the big screen like that now. It's amazing. It's just I remember having to watch. I had growing up there at some point we had a little black and white TV, and I was just watching PBS in black and white. The movie luckily was in black and white, but it was Kurosawa's Yojimbo or something, and just thinking like, wow, I can't. Why isn't there something like this, in the movie theater right now, starring someone that I could, recognize, and it's just, and to come here, it's just been an incredible journey, I think, for all of us.
Oh, well, a big congrats again on HitMonkey, Mr. Nobi, and good luck on everything, okay?
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you.